What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today is gonna be a fun day. We're gonna talk about none other than the market watch and a little bit of what I found out about the core TCG online regional, what decks topped. So we're gonna look at some of those key pieces there. So without further ado, let's get in the video and talk about it. So first off, we have Takuya and Koji release special booster 2.0, $3 a pop for this hot rare. This was basically because red hybrid kind of got some decent boost, and then proceeding right into blue hybrid as well. Kind of both of them really wanted this option. This tamer is what the deck really appreciates and has so much value for. But let's take a look now into the next one. We are looking at Europe side. You guys have it dirt cheap right now, 50 cents, 65 cents. It might become an expensive card, but I don't think so right now. Duskmon released special booster 2.0. This weekend, I took this deck, and I cannot express how fun the deck was to play. The deck was very unique in the strategy. I mean, yes, it's just hybrid shenanigans as always, but it felt comfortable playing. You know, there are times where you don't feel comfortable playing a certain deck, you know, but this one, chef's kiss. I love what this deck could do. I love changing the tamers, changing the interaction, milling your opponent out, gaining a big boss at a level 4 area. Very powerful skills across the board, and I like it a lot. Europe side, €7 to €8. Then you have Susanamon Ace release special booster 2.0. We're at $10 a pop. Yeah, people are playing this card. It's a very solid enough card, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think this has some great value going in the future. Europe side, €8 to €9. Then you have Lord Nightmon X release special booster 2.0, BT18, $6.37 going down. Yeah, not terrible. Could be a lot worse. Then you have Europe side, €9 to €10. Then you have Ukumon Being Observer BT16, $12, bumping up just a little bit. I mean, yeah, this card is everywhere now. There is not a deck that is not playing this card. Europe side, €2 to €5. Analog Youth Classic Collection EX01, $12 to $15. Not surprised there. Another great key card. You know, if you're starting to notice something, and especially because it's getting closer and closer to Nats now, there are going to be people buying very competitive cards, because right now we are locked into the format that we will be playing Nationals in. So that means players are going to be picking up a lot of cards. So this is information that you need to remind yourself. You're at €4, €5. The only difference is going to be is when we have the scrambles into effect. That could change a lot. Queen Bee alts are $32 and climbing. Deck's a great casual fun deck. It is a powerhouse also because Queen Beemon with the X antibody protoforms is ridiculous. Europe side, €20 to €23. Lord Nightmon X alternate art release special booster 2.0, $5, $50 and going down. I don't know. I feel like if I'm on this weird fence right now. I feel like if I want to go max rarity something, if I'm spending close to $200 for it, I might just finish off max rating my other deck that I actually really enjoy playing. So might do that. Europe side, 30 to 40 €. So continuing, we have Hexablaumon Digimon Liberator ZX07. We're at $18 and climbing to 20. I know if there's a slight jump cut is because I think I finished talking about the last card and we're jumping into this, and this is recorded a little bit later in the day. It happens. Shenanigans, life happens. We just go from there. But we're sitting strong at this card. If you have extras, this is a good card to actually make some decent profit on, in my opinion. So taking a look though, €11 to €16. Not bad, not bad. Sad that it's so expensive, but it's just such a power generic card that it's going to be splashable in blue decks for the foreseeable future. Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode Ace hitting strong at the $21 range. This is kind of crazy. Remember this thing being like $11, $13? This thing went from, because it's such a purple heavy dominant meta, if your deck can use it, why not, right? Taking a look, 15 to 16 euros to 19 euros. Wow. Paildramon, Being Observer, BT16, $18 and going down a little bit, showing that Imperial Dramon is starting to cool off on the hype as it's no longer the ideal best deck of the format. It's coming down. So Europe side, 15 to 17 euros. Skull Nightmon promo 115 is $31, $32, and climbing. If you guys have this, this is probably a good time to make profits, to be straight. Europe side, 25 to 30 euros, going down. Hexablau alts are at $40 a pop. They were a little bit more expensive, but geez Louise, we are really pushing for some buyout status. We're only at 5 listings left of this card. You're gonna make some green if this card hits like $50 and sells at 50. Europe side, 20 to 25 euros. And again, this is because Galaxy is such a powerhouse deck that because of the way it's worded and everything like that, it gets free Digi-Evolution and changing of evolution. So it's gonna be a good deck no matter what. As long as they print generic good card stuff, you're gonna expect this deck to top. Raremon promo 101, we're down to $20 a pop. Guys, remember this thing being ridiculous? Let's be straight, this thing was selling at $40 to $50 a pop. Now we're down to 20 because we have access to the promo at a cheaper rate. Europe side, 15 to 18 euros. Then you have Matt Ishida, BTO2, $7 and climbing. Purple hybrid doo-doo shenanigans. So this is actually showing a good representation. If you guys have this old one, or even better yet, the Resurgent booster here, this is the one you want to probably be flipping. It's foiled, it's $7. Like, secret of the sauce here. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. If you can get reprint boosters for 30s and under, that might be your Resurgent booster, because let's be straight honest, there's not many expensive cards, but if you can hit certain ones across the board, it might be worth a small investment. Nothing too crazy, I'm going to be straight honest with you. High to low. Let's see what's high to low here. So we're not even going to count like the new cards. So Matt Ishida being one of them is like $7. Excuse me. Restore, please. How rude. So let's do high to low again. And again, this is, if you can get this under 34. A mat will get you $7. Mimi's about 4s as a good hit. So already, if you get 2 of these, you've made $10 value. And again, you get all foily stuff very across the board. It doesn't even count in for the reprints of the secrets that you might possibly hit. So if you hit a Zord defeat, and this is what I'm saying, instead of 35, you get it for like 20. I think that'll be like your best bet. And then you have a bunch of other cards that have some decent headway value. Even like Hoover SB right now is a decently priced card. I mean, it's $3.50. You get like maybe $1 or $2. And I'm not saying like this is the end all be all greatest set alive that you can make some decent profit off of. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying maybe for the right price, you could definitely make your money's worth. And it all depends. Like even the memory boost in this set are $1.12. And you get one of each, okay? So guaranteed one of each, then possibly 2 more. I think I was hitting 7 of these things at any given point in that box. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. That's another $7 right there. So 7, 14, you're already 14. If you can get it for like 25, I think you make at least break even in the box. I think anything above that, you won't. I'm not trying to push reprint booster on players, but if you're a new player, it's definitely worth possibly whacking at, because again, if you get 2 mats, you might have actually made some decent profit. I don't know, that's just me when I think about sets like this. This set was definitely a introduction player. Okay, they're like 69 cents, the rest of them. So yeah, I kind of can see where players might not want to invest crazily, but like I said, 25, I think you can justify a little bit, because like even the Demi-Meras that are foils can be something for you. Like, you're not going to make bank off this, but it's definitely singles are more highly coveted if you just want to get the singles. But if you can get a box for cheap, I think it's definitely worth if you can get it lower than the 35, you know, that's just me. But Europe side, let's get this Matty Shida fixed real quick. Now, I want the Matty Shida here. Reprint booster, please. Research and booster fixed. So taking a look, 67 cents. Not many listings for you guys. I wouldn't pay your prices because I know you guys are up to 75s most likely for this thing. But I mean, low end, if you can grab them for 67 cents, might be worth it. Imperial Digimon alternate arts are at $54 and small bump up. I don't know. This card is going to probably stay long-term high. There's no way this card is going to come down very comfortably anytime soon. So, I mean, spending $100 on 2 copies of this, I don't think it's worth it. But Europe side, 50 to 60 euros. Ariza alts are at $26. If you have these, I think this is probably a good time to sell. If people are willing to pay closer to 20 somethings, people are touching the 20s. But yeah, this is close to buyout. Crazy to me. Europe side, 9 euros to 10 euros. Then we do have Galactimon Dimensional Phase BT11. We're at $20 and climbing. People bought this out. And even looking at the Destromon, it's at $7 a pop. If you guys have those, this is time to sell. You're making decent money here. Europe side, 24 to 30 euro range. Wow. Then we have Kazuchimon Alternate Art Secret Crisis BT17, $28. 33s, 45s. Wow. On buyout, guys. Europe side, 14 to 19 euros. Definitely take these. If you guys are on the Europe market, bring them to the Facebook pages. I think that's where you're going to make the quickest sale, and especially if players on the English side need them. Diaboromon Ace promo 114. We're at $15 a pop, going down, which is good to see it finally cooling off. You had your moment of shine, but I think with this cool off, it might be smart to snag a few just in case Diaboromon X comes out in BT 21 or something like that. I don't know. I do have to take in, it's not Chronicle X, it's regular Chronicles. So if it's regular Chronicles, I don't think Diaboromon X was in the set. So in the regular anime. So that, or manga, I forget, it's a manga, not an anime. So I don't think at the end of the way, or it was just a book. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this is something you just keep on your watch list. If it gets cheap enough and you're willing to pick up a few copies, you know what happens once Diaboromon hype hits, these things explode. Europe side, 21 to 25 euros, holding strong at this. Then let's take a look. Koichi box toppers are at $10 and climbing. No surprise. Purple Hybrid, new Purple Hybrid Shenanigans is actually a pretty solid deck. Europe side, 6 euros to 7 euros 50 cents. Then we do have Mirage Galga alternate art, $18, $17 to $18 range. I might pick those up. They're pretty cheap. Europe side looking like 17 to 20 euro range. Then we do have Ogudamon alts, Inferno Extension EX06, $17 and climbing. By the way, guys, just giving a small heads up, the TCG link down below is actually active and live. So if you guys need singles or anything like that and you want to buy it off TCG Player, use that link down below. Boom, it supports the channel without having to cost you anything if you're just placing a bunch of orders on cards, you know? Europe side, 16 to 18 euros. Then Lunamon alts are down back into the $13 range. Remember this thing being 22s? $13 to $14 range. This could change after this weekend with 2 tops taking first in the Galaxy decks. Europe side, 12 to 18 euros. Then you have 7th Divine Crush release special booster at $5 a pop. No surprise, Lucemon shenanigans. Europe side, 3 euros to 4 euros. Then we do have Lord Nightmon release special booster 2.0, $2 and going down. I might pick these up because these are max rarity. At $2 a pop, it's not a bad deal. Europe side, 5 to 6 euros to 11 euros. Then you do have Chimeramon, the release special booster 2.0 per release card, $4 a pop. Starting to move a little bit, but I'll wait it out a little bit more because Millenniumon isn't doing much crazy shenanigans. Europe side, 3 euros to 4 euros. You guys are decently priced. Machine Dramon, release special 2.0. This one's at $3 a pop. I might pick these up as well. They're dirt cheap. Europe side, 2 euros to 3 euros. Then you have Gaiomon Alts, X-Record BTO9. This card is $17 to $18. Europe side, 12 euros to 17 euros. Then let's take a look. Rapidmon starter decks. They're at $2.45 and climbing. If you guys have extra from the starter deck, time to flip them. Europe side, 5 cents. 13 cents. Might be good to take these off the market and just move them to Facebook. Maybe some English players might actually snag them from the marketplaces. Europe regular, the Advanced Typhoon one, $15 a pop for the max rarity. So 15 to 17s. Wow. Europe side, 4 euros to 5 euros of this card for its max rarity piece. Then Omnimon Ace alternate arts, $25. Wow. This deck also pretty nutty and tops consistently enough. It's kind of cool. Europe side, 20 euros to 25 euros. Then we do have Agumon X alternate art. There are $19 a pop. I've been waiting for these to be cheapy cheaps. I think 19's not bad. Europe side, 18 to 20 euros as well on the low end. Then you have Lady Devi, up to $20 a pop. If you guys have this just lying around in your boost from the release special boosters, I mean, this might be a good time to flip and make some profit from the gift boxes. Just saying. Europe side, 5 euros to 9 euros. Then we have Kaiser Leo event pack, $25 and climbing. Jeez Louise. Europe side, 3 to 10 euros. Then you do have Quartzbond alts at 25s to 30 euros. Then 33s to 40 euros for Quartz. Then another card that I'm probably going to pick up a bunch of is Drachmon. This is a smart move because you never know when this card might actually explode on the market. So I'll probably pick up a couple copies just to hold on to, just for my base play set, and then making sure I have enough for when Examon X comes, because eventually that is going to come, especially because we're almost getting a Royal Knight X every set, and then following by the 7 Great Demon Lords every other set. So it just adds up pretty quickly. Europe side, 1 euro to 2 euros. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the market watch. Remember guys, if you're buying any of the singles or anything like that with the TCG, use the affiliate link down below. It definitely helps the channel. It doesn't cost you extra. It only just adds to help me to make you some great content. So hopefully guys, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one.